Well, good evening. It's Robert A. Wilson with My Cowboy Wisdom. I'm a hypnotherapist, NLP practitioner, and have written several books. One is I Am Wisdom, Dissolving Ancient Anger, Dissolve Pleasing Others, and How Did I Teach Myself Fear? But tonight, I want to talk tonight exclusively about how is heartbreak self-taught? Because heartbreak, how does it feel to understand that heartbreak is selfish control, and you tried to control other people's lives and you had the outcome all planned out for somebody else's life, and then when it went awry, you thought you blamed them and got caught up in the game of it wasn't me, it was them. And how's the world caught up in that game today? But heartbreak is selfish control, because we want to control everybody's life and we want everything to go just the way we have it planned. But life is not going to ever do that, because life is a life expanding experience and it's to move us forward. But then after the heartbreak, we try to get into forgiveness and heal. And something I've understand about forgiveness and heal, they never let you out of the past. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. How's the world trying to heal the past, forgive everybody in the past, making present day life the same as that? Because what you're thinking about, talking about, is being brought forth to you right into your daily life. And that is something I've really opened up to understand. The past is the now. So we're so busy trying to heal the past and look at our desired outcomes, we forget where the life expanding lessons where life expanding lessons occur to expand us right now. And that is our day-to-day life. The people that come forth, the events, everything in our life. We look at it as a challenge, but really the challenge of life is the challenging myself to open my eyes and ears to see the world in my everyday life be my path of percipience. And it's to open me up internally in here to feel my life rather than trying to think my life. And that is where I really become stuck, is because I try to think through life rather than feel and listen to my inner wisdom. And that is what I've really opened up to, because when I look at life and I go through life, I'm always looking for something to go wrong, because that way I feel comfortable. This is my life anyway. Everything is going smooth, but I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. So I just keep thinking about it, and pretty soon it does drop. How's that happen to you? That's because we're living in the past. If you look at the world today and all the things going on, we're really stuck in the past, except for the computers. But computers and artificial intelligence, how are they controlling our life? And we're still staying the same, because computers run off of our input. Just like our life, it's our input is our output. And I'm talking about the innovation, natural percipience unleashing today, and the output is the outcome that we desire to experience. But how do we have heartbreak and people we thought broke our hearts or did something to us still controlling our lives? When you forgive somebody, is the thoughts gone? Is the pain gone? Or do you go through the motions thinking it's gone, but yet the feelings and the emotions are still raw and alive at the same time? For me, it was the emotions and the feelings. And I really had to have the courage to start walking through and dealing with them feelings and emotions, because when we can feel life, we free enterprising energy, loving today. Because feeling life is freedom, expanding, energizing, listening, and enjoying the journey of life. How does comparing your life to what other people have create the angst in your life? I know that was me, because, that guy's got that, and that guy's got this, and why not me? Well, I was too busy focusing on what they had rather than paying attention and focusing on my day-to-day life and the lessons that were there for me to expand. Life expands when I listen to myself and have the courage to get out of my comfort zone. And you got to kind of, in opening up an ornery omnipotence. And the reason I say ornery, because you have to have more tenacity than your habits and society ingrained stuff, but you really have to open up a tenacity to unlock your self-taught stuff and your hidden haunts, to free yourself and find the treasures within yourself. You know, hypnotherapy, NLP, all that stuff does miraculous things. But what I discovered for myself, it wasn't until I had the courage to admit to myself that I allowed everything in my life to occur, and I was unaccountable and irresponsible to my dreams. And that is where the blame and shame comes, and the heartbreak begins, and the selfishness. The world is selfish, and that is something else that really I expanded into. But something I said to myself, this is kind of an interesting little saying. How is a human thinking a life support system for arrogance? That is something I really expanded through last Sunday. I was driving to get groceries. My arrogance and hard-headedness has created every situation, unsavory situation, because I was afraid to listen to something that was out of the realm of my self-taught boundaries and my self-taught everything, but was out of my self-taught fears mostly, because when the inner wisdom speaks, it's kind of an uncertainty, unknown, but yet there's nothing to compare to. There's no imprint or blueprint. There's nothing except for walking forward and listening and seeing your daily events. That is something I really am beginning to see, that the world is more inaudible, invisible, and invincible than it is visible. Because all the true tenacity and the trend-setting abilities within people are inside themselves, not out in the real world. The real world is there to show you the way to uncover your abilities and to use your abilities to expand through life. So when I stopped thinking change, heal, create, transformation, getting caught up in my own tiny small box thinking, I opened up to the inspiration and innovation of my life. It's lionizing the innovative fortitude, energizing the wise within me, because everybody is smarter than they think they are, but everybody is wiser than they ever have a believing. Because when you can let go of trying to fit in to society's ways, you open up that new paths of percipience to facilitate and participate on your dreamers' daring ways of life. It's really about letting go of trying to think that somebody did something to you, but it's really letting go of the heartbreak and the forgiveness and trying to heal something that is occurring right now. And if you pay attention to when you're trying to heal something, that event is occurring right now. It's a going on and it's a happening, but it's a different person, yet the circumstances and the situations are all the same. Because for me anyway, I never had the courage to deal with the feelings, emotions, and stop thinking that somebody did to me, and allow myself to go where I was afraid to stand up for myself and afraid to listen to myself. Listening to ourselves is the biggest fear we encompass, because our spirit understands, and that's what I'm saying. The humans are a life support system for arrogance, as our inner side, our spirit, is a spectacular, potentate, invigorating, robust, intuitive, trend-setting energy to move us. We are the leaders of our life when we can stop looking to outside sources to lead us. And that's what we do. We're looking for, well, basically we look for Washington, D.C., the state capitol. We're looking for politicians to fix our life. And they never are around us. They're around other people. So how do you become, and the reason I say that, how do you become the people you're around even though you think you're not? And that is something I really opened up to. And how do you try to fit in at the water cooler and be one of the people? I know I'm guilty of that one, but now, no, I don't want to be in the gossip. Because when people gossip, they're afraid of their own dreams. And that means the person you're gossiping about has either a challenge or a better life and the life you desire to experience. That's something I've really expanded into. But getting back to about heartbreak, how did you invoke the heartbreak through your thinking and really relishing thinking you're going to control the other person's life? Heartbreak is control. And how do you try to control other people's lives even though you think you're not? And that is something I really expand of. Because I control nobody's life. I don't even control my life, if I'm honest with myself. I can facilitate and participate in it. But no, there's nothing to control because I can't control 7.5 billion people. I can't control the unseen, the unknown, the unexplainable. But I can facilitate, participate, listen, and enterprise the unseen, the unknown, and unexplained. It's about letting go of thinking we know about life, because I understand where my life is and I understand where my life is going, but it's my day-to-day life is where I open up. It's called Hone and Own the Now to harmonize omniific. I wrote this out here. Harmonize omniscient, enterprising, animated, Newman dreamers, omnipresent willpower. Because that is what a dream is showing you your talents, but you also have to have the inner willpower to experience the events that will expand you of your dreams. And that is what we are. We all have natural abilities, and our dreams are ours, but it's really about experiencing the dream. And your dreams are to expand everybody's life. If everybody had one inspiration and innovative idea at the same time, how empowered would the world and the energy of the world become? It'd be astronomical. But we're afraid to hear what other people know, and we're afraid to hear what other people understand. Then we start thinking the other person's dreams are crazy. And that's true. Everybody's dream should be crazy to everybody else, except to the people that are on that vibration, expanding people's lives. And when you do that, you let go of the heartbreak and trying to heal and forgive something that never existed. Really we're trying to heal the past that exists now. As we move forward through life and we're into the now, we naturally open the wisdom and the wonderment of today. And we want to be the enlightenment of our life. And that's INLIGHTMINT, because we are the sweet nectars of our dreams and of our natural abilities. It's about understanding how good we are right in here and how dynamic the heart is. When the heart and soul and the gut are all on one communication, you're listening and you're expanding through life. Because I understand one thing for me. I was always looking for the silver bullet, but I was always looking for somebody else to do it. And then when they didn't do it, I become broke, mad, frustrated, because I would rather hide and look good than step forward and get skinned up a little bit and get out into the world and hear the unsavory stuff people were thinking. Because when you think unsavory about something, that is a fear within you. That's something I understand about wealthy people. Now, they are a little selfish, but they also are unafraid of what other people think and feel about themselves. So when you can let go of that and let go of thinking something is going to go wrong and see the enlightenment of yourself, you can expand the Newman energy within yourself. And Newman's a spiritual leader. And we also encompass the spiritual leader within ourselves. So as you open up to feel this, rather than know it, when you start feeling and the emotions become energized, a tickle in my throat, you become energized and enterprised within yourself. It's let go of thinking people did something to you and understand you allowed it. And now you can unhook the plow of disallow and open up the heavens of allow to ascend of love, light, omnificence, and wisdom. Wisdom and words are your bridges to everywhere. That's on the front page of my book, I Am Wisdom. And so as you move forward, and you take that step into looking into your daily life, you open up a prestigious prowess within yourself, and you start trusting your abilities, and you let go of pleasing others, but you let go of caring what other people think and say, because whatever people say and think about somebody else is actually their words. They're telling themselves what's wrong with themselves, even though they think they're talking about somebody else. Be willing to walk on the bridge of wisdom to the heavens of harmony, wealth, success, love, and appreciation for who you are. And I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom. I am a hypnotherapist, NLP practitioner. My website is mycowboywisdom.com, and my books are available at amazon.com/author/Robert A. Wilson. And I will be here Thursday night, and I'm going to talk about how we're afraid to feel life, because thinking and knowing life is shallow, but feeling life is a deeper and more energized way to experience life. And I want to say good night and thank everybody for being here.